There have been many nights and days of my life that have been spent weeping, wondering why I've been left to walk this path alone. How do you trust when at one point in time everything you've known was a lie? From the lessons heeded by elders molding my psyche, the lies and gaslighting of past lovers, my perception of myself in general, who I am, my worth, and value were all falsehoods. How do you move forward? Struggling to trust even God, fearing that I will never be delivered from pain. For with every good moment brings something lurking from the shadows. Another dark being determined to dim the light I fought so hard to keep burning. I'm tired. Words said more times than can be counted, but I never give up. Does that make it all an illusion? If I never stop, then there must be a purpose. Inner knowing saying that my effort is not for nothing. Change is on the horizon. I can trust despite the disappointments. My faith in God and myself growing stronger than ever. The divine light in my path reminding me that I am never alone. Not to believe in the illusions and distractions behind me, for they will be overcome. Telling me to trust my heart and intuition when I'm lost. Things may seem rocky now, but in time will all be revealed. I will trust again. I have it now. In God and my ability to overcome any obstacles. Yes, there are days when I'm tired and will weep. Faith will be tested, illusions will be casted, and demons will lurk in the shadows. But with every step further, my light grows brighter. Now the darkness fears me with every ounce of confidence that I gain. The destination appearing on the horizon and all the more reasons to continue fighting. It paid to have faith. Trust is no longer the obstacle, for I wouldn't be here if it wasn't already in me. What up, everybody? I'm Marissa the Thinker, and y'all know tuned into another episode of Confessions of a Healing Healer. I'm not even going to do all the deep introductions and stuff. I just kind of want to jump right into it So this one in particular is about trust. And I wrote this passage kind of in the beginning stages of my spiritual awakening. So this is probably like the second thing that I ever wrote. And at that particular time, that's when you were questioning everything. At least I was, right? So that's when my eyes were opening to a lot of things, like the people that I was putting around me, things that I was consuming, certain thought processes that I had, outlooks on myself that weren't true. Really questioning if I was happy, if the things that I were doing were making me happy, the people around me, were they making me happy? Were they giving to me the way I wanted to be given to? Was I getting equal give and take? Lessons that I walked away, or like feelings that I had about myself, are those necessarily true? Just all of the things, and when you start questioning everything, for me, and then I started realizing that a lot of the things that I thought that I knew to be true were a lie. And when I say I thought I knew to be true, I just knew that I was right. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I knew I was right, this is about things that aren't necessarily even good, right? Like where you tell yourself, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not good enough for this, or you know what I'm saying, this is the best type of relationship that I can get, just sure, right? Because I was so conditioned through experiences that I had and not coping with them the right ways, that I created these narratives in my mind that weren't necessarily true. And my spiritual awakening kind of started opening my eyes to the fact that the way that I think might not be the right way, right? And that was painful. That was a painful experience for me. And it left me wondering, Well, if everything that I've ever known is a lie, how am I supposed to trust? How am I supposed to trust myself to make good decisions? How am I supposed to trust God? Because, the things that I've been through, they caused me pain. So where is this trust supposed to come from? And it makes you start doubting. Like, I'm trying to say you less because that's just how I talk. I'm trying to say me. So, like, just be patient with me, y'all, because I'm only trying to talk through my own experience. Like, I know it can kind of sound like I'm talking about y'all, but, like, I really be talking about me. I just say you a lot, and I'm working on it. But anyway, like, it made me start doubting so much. Like, it made me start doubting if things are even gonna change. Can I even trust God? Can I trust myself to get myself through and out of these situations? Is it even gonna be worth it in the end? Because I'm really making sacrifices. Like, I'm making sacrifices. I'm putting in, like, serious work. Like, I've said that I want things to be different and therefore I have to change. So I've taken accountability, but in the end, is it going to work out? Is it going to work out? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, how do I even know that I can trust you? How do I even know that I can trust God? How do I even know that I can trust myself? How do I know that I can trust new people when they come into my life, when these are the experiences that I have? This is what I have to go off of, and it's all BS. It's all BS. So what is the point of this, right? Why am I even doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the point. And it kind of left me in a place where it's just like, what do I do? Like, what do you do? Because it's like, I don't know if I can trust. I don't know if I can trust myself. I don't know, who to trust, how to trust, or any of that. But what do I do? Because it's not like I can give up. Like, I know what I know now. I can't unknow that, but what do I do with it? But you want to keep going forward, but I wanted proof. And I know I can't be the only one, right? Where you ask yourself, it's just like, I want to know that I can trust myself. I want to trust God. Like, I want to take these risks. I want to make these changes in my life, but I just need some proof. Like, give me some evidence that this is going to be worth it, and then I'll do it, right? Like, just give me a sign, give me something. Because I didn't want to take the risk. I didn't want to take the risk of jumping in the unknown because I didn't trust. And the reason that I didn't trust is because of everything that I've been through. And it's almost like a catch-22, because it's just like, I just want concrete evidence that the risk is going to be worth the reward. But that's not how faith works. That's not how blind trust works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least not from my experience, right? Like, God wants you to kind of prove that you believe him before he rewards you, in a sense. At least that's how I feel, or at least from what I'm seeing. Because in my experience, it's almost like the challenge is to have trust. The challenge is to have trust and to be patient. And it feels like God is kind of like looking down and seeing, like, are you going to do what I asked you to do? Or are you going to keep questioning me? Are you going to keep questioning if I am who I am and if I can do what I said I'm going to do? Like, are you going to trust me? Or are you going to keep asking for proof? Because the proof is going to come when you show me that you submit, when you show me that you trust me. That's when I'll give you proof. Because when you do that for me, I'm going to give you everything. Right? Because that's kind of the agreement, right? The agreement that I'm learning is like, Okay, submit to what it is that I'm asking you to do. And when you submit to what I'm asking you to do, I'll give you the keys to your kingdom. I'll give you the keys to your destiny and all of the things that are meant for you. But you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna get it while you're living in this place where you don't trust me. Like, why am I going to give you anything if you don't trust me? Because when I give it to you, you're still not going to trust it. You're still going to be questioning it. Like, if I, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, right? If you say, man, I just want $50,000, and then like you walking down the street one day and somebody hands you $50,000, you're not going to be like, the fuck you want from me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you're not gonna question that a little bit, and like, it's similar. But if you were to do something right, if you were to kind of like work for it, it's just like, all right, I want $50,000, and it's just like you do something, you sell something, you start something, you do something to get it, and then you get it. It's just like, oh yeah, that's mine. That's kind of how I feel about leaps of faith. And like showing God that you trust him. It's just like, okay, like, I got this, we got this, let's keep going. And the bright side that I even find in this writing is that sometimes when I have days where I'm just really, really, really questioning myself, I look at my own actions. I take a look at what I'm doing and how I feel, right? So if I'm struggling to trust, right? So like, say for instance, let's take something small, right? Let's say something like a diet, something like a diet. And you just like, man, I'm putting in all this work. I'm only like losing like a half a pound a week. Like, is this all gonna be worth it in the end? I don't know. Like, I wish I could just like lose 5 pounds in a day so I can know that it's all worth it. But, you know, I really just want to eat this ice cream right now. Like, I want to eat this ice cream. And it's just like, are you gonna eat the ice cream? Or are you gonna keep going with your diet to see what happens, right? And you know it when you about to put the ice cream to your face. You know, you'd be like, man, I really should just stay the course. I really should just eat this ice cream. And those are like, or I really should just like not eat this ice cream and put it down and like go do something else. Or you could eat the ice cream because you don't think that things are gonna change. You know, you could just go ahead and do that because you know what the result will be. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that I don't have faith. I don't think it's gonna change anyway. So what's the point of these actions? You're saying it with your actions. You're saying it with how you live and how you choose to keep moving. And when I evaluate my actions, in a sense, I look at myself and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna still put this ice cream down and I'm gonna just stay the course because I know what I want and I know what's going to get me there, right? Because I've accepted the fact that, you know, the past is the past and the past happened. But, you know, going back to the last episode where you're at a crossroads in your life and I had to make certain decisions, it's just like, well, if I'm making these hard decisions and taking these steps out on faith, even in the times where I lack faith and I don't trust and I'm questioning if the things that I'm doing are even worth it, I know why I'm doing it. Because I don't want to get brought back to that same crossroads and then get reminded of that ice cream, you know? I want to put it down and just continue to stay the course because I know that if I continue doing what it is that I'm doing, I'm gonna get there. And even if I don't get exactly where it is that I thought I was gonna go, I'm at least in a better place than I started, you know? Like, at least I know that I'm making better decisions to change my life. And even on those days where that's hard, you're still saying, I have faith. You're still saying that, look, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to turn out the way that I think it will, but I'm going to try this anyway, and we going to see what happens, right? And that's still showing that you have faith. And what I'm realizing is that I'm showing God that, okay, like, I'm struggling with my trust right now, but I'm going to continue to trust you. I'm going to continue to trust myself to make the right decisions, because I understand what happened in the past. I understand that I went through things that caused me pain, and I made bad decisions, and I haven't always talk to myself in the nicest ways, and I've put myself around people that don't lift me up the way that I like to be lifted up. And I've stayed in places probably a little bit too long when I know that they aren't serving me, but that's okay. The difference that I can make now is by not making those choices, having the faith that with this work something is going to change. And I realize that's all God wants. That's it. That's all he wants. All he wants is me to take accountability for myself, the situations that I put myself into, the things that that happen to me, and learn those lessons. That's it. Learn the lessons, take accountability for what I can take accountability for, release control of release the pain of the things that were out of my control, because some things are just out of your control. Some things just happen to you because they happen to you, but even with that, there's something to be rebirthed from that. That's the opportunity for you to still grow. It's an opportunity to show yourself your strength, to show yourself that you can overcome, to show yourself how truly strong that you can be if you're willing to pull back and change that perspective and have faith and continue to move forward no matter what, because you know that whatever you do, it's going to be better than what you've experienced or better than what you've been through. And that's what I had to figure out for myself. Like, it doesn't matter what I do now. Any action that I take to make myself a better person, therefore makes me a better person. It's not gonna hurt me in any way. And that shows me, even on the days where I don't have faith, I still have faith. And it comes. The reward. And I'm not saying it comes quick. I'm not saying it comes quick, because let's be honest, like, the reason your faith got tested, or the reason that my faith was being tested, was because it wasn't coming quick. It wasn't coming quick. There was a couple times where God put me in situations and he's just like, what you gonna do, Marissa? What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna go back to your old self? You gonna go back in that shell? You gonna go in your hidey hole? What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? And I'm just sitting here like, for real? For real? For real? Can you give me something? Can you give me a little something? Can you give me a little proof? A little sign? Can you give me something? Something? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, God will literally send me signs and I'll be like, send another one. I don't believe you. Like, send another one. I don't believe you. Send another one. Give me something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me something else, because I don't believe you. But he'll do it. He'll do it. Stop playing with me, folk. Lay down. My bad. But anyway, he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? He'll show you. He'll show you. And that's what he's doing in my life right now. I'm telling you, even to start this whole series, right? It was a challenge. It was a challenge. Like, I remember praying to God to, like, send certain things into my life. Like, you know, like I need help. I need people that know what they're doing. I need to get rid of the people that aren't serving me. I need to, something has to give. Something has to change. I don't know what I need to do, but I need something different, God. Like, I need help. And he's like, okay, I need you to do this. And I'm just like, God, that's scary. That's scary. I don't know if I want to do that. Is there another way? You sure there ain't no other options? Is there anything else that we can do? Are you sure? Are you sure? And he put me in a situation where he's like, look, you gonna do what I said you're gonna do, or you just gonna stop? And I'm like, fine, fine. And I go do it. And I do it, right? And once I do it, I'm fine, Ruru. I'm fine. And once I do it, girl, my bad, y'all. My dog, she thinks it's something wrong. But yeah, like I finally do it, right? And the smoke clears a little bit. And like the stress goes away, the anxiety goes away, and I'm doing what it is that I'm said I'm gonna do. And it's just like open door. Open door. Open door. Open door. I'm like, all right. And when I'm saying open door, it's just like, it's me going up to the door. It's me going up to the door. At one point in time, I thought these doors were locked. And the reason why I thought these doors were locked is because I was too scared to try to open them. So I go to the door, twist the knob, opens up. Ooh, shit. That was easy. Go to another door, open it up. It opens. Ooh. That was easy. Go to another door, open it up. That was easy. And God says, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna start opening all these doors. And he's like, okay. And now I'm opening doors. I'm having fun now. I'm seeing the confirmations, right? Because that's what we were asking for. We were asking for the concrete proof. But the concrete proof don't come until you take the leap of faith. Right? So I took the leap of faith. I said, fine. You know what I'm saying? I had an attitude. He knew it. It's fine. We got a forgiving God. I got a forgiving God. So he that understands me. At least that's how I feel. So I'm doing it. I might not want to do it, but I mean, I'm human. So I'm being obedient. I mean, you know, ask my mama. I'll talk back. But like, I'm being obedient. He's just like, all right, that's all I wanted. So when I go to these doors start opening. And not only that, now things start coming to me. So now when I'm even going up to a door to try to open it, it opens itself. I'm just walking through. And it blows me away. Like, I'm literally being blown away day by day with what can be done when you just allow. When you put in that work and you have that faith and you allow God to just change the things around me. Like, he's changing everything around me. It took some sacrifice. Yeah, I had some hard times, some bad days, some days where I was frustrated, days where I didn't want to trust, days where I didn't want to continue. But in the end, I don't have to go seek anymore. Things seek me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I have to seek now is God, and God returns it all. He just needed me to take that leap of faith and show him that I trusted him enough to lead me into this place, to show him that when he puts me in these particular situations, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity that he presents to me. Because guess what? When I was scared to take that leap of faith, if he was to put me in those positions, I'd be scared to do the things that it is that I'm doing now. But because I had faith in him, you know what I'm saying? It showed me that there is nothing to be afraid of. That was one of the first things that I learned after I had to take that leap of faith, is to learn that fear is an illusion. There's nothing for me to be afraid of. You know? And now that I know that there's nothing to be afraid of, that I will take this leap of faith and that he will catch me, Now that I know that, when he starts putting me in places that at one point in time made me uncomfortable, because I did something where at one point in time I refused. I did not want to do, because it's just like, no, I don't want to be put in this situation. I don't want to have to put myself out there like that. It's uncomfortable. I want to make sure that I will be okay. And he's just like, you are okay because you are you, and you are good enough, and you are worth it, and you deserve to be in these places. I just need you to understand that. So take this leap of faith, trust that you are all of these things that I made you to be. And then when I put you in these places, do not be afraid. And I took that leap of faith and I did it. And he's showing me. And the world is opening up to me. And that was something that I feared so much. It's just like, I'm doing all of this. Is it going to be worth it? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me be the first to tell you, if there is something that you want to do, do it. If there is something that you want to be, do it. Go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. If you have that inkling in your brain that is something that you can be, at least try. Take the leap of faith. How can it hurt? How can it hurt? If it's something that's going to make your life better, if it's something that's going to help you, I say take the risk. Because the only thing that will happen is you'll either succeed or you'll get right back to where you started. Now, I'm not saying do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this is up to you. You got to take it. Y'all got to have common sense. Don't say Marissa told y'all to do nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with taking risks. You know what I'm saying? But be smart about it. Be strategic about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, take calculated steps. It's going to be work. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be work. That's what I'm saying. Don't be like, yeah, Marissa told me to quit my job and go start a lash company or some shit. But you know what I'm saying? You sitting at home like, yeah, this lash company gonna come because I quit my job. No, it's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's work that comes with this. So if you do that, you got to be ready to do the work. You got to be willing to make sacrifices, and you got to be willing to make blind trust. But if it's something that you really want to do, that's really on your heart, that's really in you, and it's something that you're willing to work for and give your all to and just give it everything that you got, try that shit. Why not? Why not? Just try it. Just try it one time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have to quit your job, but maybe you do a little more research. Maybe you start tapping into a little research. Maybe you get to meeting some people. Maybe you get to networking and things like that. Because let's be honest, like, I ain't doing no crazy shit doing what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making sure I can still eat every day, and that this one that keep working got dog food and shit. Like, I ain't crazy with it. I'm not telling y'all to go do nothing crazy, but I'm telling you, like, if it's something that you want, never be afraid to go get it. Always go for what's gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Always go for what's gonna make you happy. Go for the route that serves your highest good, because God just wants to show you that He can do it for you. You just gotta trust Him. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I hope y'all like this week episode of Confessions of a Healing Healer. I did, or at least I like the benefits of it. I'll tell you that much. If anybody wants to get in contact with me, find me on social media. You know what I'm saying? All of that is gonna be in the link description box below. If you haven't checked out my podcast, I do a podcast called Thinker versus Speaker. You can find that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you find podcasts. That's also going to be in that link below. It's really just a one-stop shop for everything that I do. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed this talk. I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all week. If you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, share it with other people that you think it could be helpful for. You know what I'm saying? If you just need a little weekly motivator, go ahead and let other people know. Put them on to it. And I'll see y'all next week. All right, later, y'all. Bye.